got some really good content planned with my wife that we're doing, and I just don't want to like test out with the first the first real run on that channel. So I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit. I'll probably get some work done. And if you guys want to ask me anything about digital marketing, about WordPress, about any of the tools that you're considering buying this holiday season, let me know in the chats. I'm also testing out, and I'll show you all the fun little things I bought. And there's my wife in the background. I bought myself a video switcher. Woo! So this guy down here is called the Ecamm Mini. It's a really fantastic tool. I'm enjoying it. Part of this live stream is to make sure that it's all working correctly. Changing up a lot with the setup, as we're actually in a different room right now, so you can kind of see the backdrop here is totally different. This actually used to be my son's my son's bedroom, and I kicked him out like old soup or whatever, and so he's in a different room of the house. We're switching out a lot of things real estate wise, and part of it is so we can have so much under one roof and run our little business and not have to go to a different place or different office. So super excited about that. So the video camera that I'm seeing, that I'm talking into right now, that was also one of our upgrades here. And I see a few people are here live, so say hello. I'd love to hang out with you. If you have any questions as well, please let me know. I will pull up my, okay, cool. Sikander, hey, how's it going, buddy? Loves the wall art. I appreciate that. This is, it's actually here from the previous homeowners, but we do appreciate it as well. So it's a nice little backdrop. And I'm hopefully able to get a little bit of a bokeh effect, a background blur from this camera. I was using an old like $50 webcam for so long, my wife doing the same thing, and it was time to upgrade. And my wife is so beautiful. Like, I don't want her to look all overexposed and webcammy. So we did that, and then I've actually got a GoPro from, back in the day when I used to do fun things like scuba diving. So we got the GoPro up here that I don't know what to do with yet, but I figure that's at least an interesting angle where you can see everything, all the mess in the background. But here you can actually see the Sony ZV-1, which is the full frame, or like, I don't know, the better camera. I'm not that techie with the tech stuff, but I might want to get into it. So super exciting there. Nigel, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you again, and thank you. I'm glad you like the backdrop. So what else did I do? I bought a lot of cool things. So for funsies, hey, this is me testing. And also, guys, let me know if the audio is sounding clear, because I've always had the microphone right in my face. One of those dynamic cardioid microphones, ATR 2100 was, I think, the model I was using. I'm also going to take off echo cancellation. I think I like it. I think it makes my voice a little bit too processed. So I was always using that microphone right here in my face. But as you can see, I've got a monitor right here that I'm, screen sharing if I choose to screen share. I've got a monitor over there for just monitoring different things, and I've got my laptop here. So there's so many things for me to look at when I'm doing these little videos, whether YouTube video, course content, anything like that. And the microphone being in my face, I talk with my hands a little bit. I'm sorry, it's who I am, and I couldn't do that, or I'd keep bumping it. So now I've got this one right here. DSLR Video Shooter is a YouTube channel that I followed a little bit as I'm starting to figure out my tech and all that stuff. So thank you to the guy behind DSLR Video Shooter. Hey Neil, good to see you as well. I've been quiet on my channel. That's still kind of a work in progress. Really cool things I'm doing with my wife, kind of combining our brands, combining powers there. So I'm less active on Income Mesh, but it's still something that I want to be able to do. Oh, cool. Neil, you like with Susie and me both being here. Say hi to the wifey for me. We'll definitely do that. Hi, wifey. How's it going? So yeah, what'd you guys buy for Black Friday? And my last upgrade, which I can't show you here. I might be able to show you off in the corner. Behind a monitor there, we are switching over to, also this camera is supposed to have a really good quick focus. So I bought this. I feel like one of those Amazon streamers. I'm just having fun, guys. This is not meant to be this video is going to be deleted probably. But we have a slightly larger house, and the one access point was not working for us. So now Eero Mesh Network, so far, set it up pretty quickly. And hopefully there's no buffering on your side. Let me know if the quality is better, worse, junk, similar. Still playing with a lot of different things, but having a blast doing it. So what's nice about this switcher is I'm able to plug in 4 different video sources, 4 different cameras. So right now, my current plan is to be able to have, you know, the main camera right here. That'll be obviously like the key camera here, and to be able to have the wide angle camera just for, you know, differences, especially if I'm doing interviews or if my wife and I are here on camera together. It's nice to have that wider shot. So those will be the 2 cameras. But then what's also cool is normally when I'm doing screen sharing or screen recording, I do it through software. So I'll have a screen recording software, and there are some benefits to that, but it's kind of more tricky for me to manage it. I need to go and find the button, find the click. You know, I've got multiple monitors and figure out where my mouse is going and all this. So what I'll be doing, and I learned this from the DSLR video shooter guy, is I'll be able to actually map the my iPad to a video source, and I'll be able to map my monitor. The actual whatever's coming into the monitor view will go on video 4, and now I can see myself behind myself. Is that the beginnings of narcissism? when I can, and then that's my video while I'm making this video. So thanks for the tech check back there. Clearly our internet's working if we're able to do all this. It'd be pretty cool. So Nigel's asking, you got a close up of the switcher? I can show you the switcher. So I was debating between the Pro or that was such a really fast focus. So the A10 Mini. It's about $300. There's a Pro version, which is like double the price for $600, and I was like on the fence of getting the Pro versus the standard. The big benefit I could see with the Pro was being able to like stream directly from the device, from that, and not having to run all that horsepower through my computer. But it didn't really seem like it was that much worth it. And then there are some other buttons that could do a few other things. But in general, I'm happy with this. Neil brought up Elgato, the Stream Deck. So what most people are doing if they want to have a nicer camera like this plugged into their computer for Zoom chats or whatever the case might be, they normally get the Elgato Cam Link. That's a 4K converter. Man, my sound is my sound kind of poppy? It looks like the levels are not too happy.
You want to listen?
Yeah, could you listen and let me know if I need to drop the levels down? Because I want to set this for our stream as well. So normally they use that Cam Link, but it's just a one plug and play. There's no real functionality to it, and it's only for one device. And it's like kind of half the price of what I got here, the A10 Mini. So for me, I get okay, Nigel says the sound sounds good. Thank you, that sounds good too. So I like being able to have the switches.
Sounds really good.
Sounds really good, fantastic. I like being able to have more functionality. The hardware is all set up. And it's not, I don't need to have like all my screens being part of the actual production value or the production thing. I can do a little fun fades if I want to, or if I can go straight into a cut and do that. So I'm learning the tool myself. That's kind of what this stream is all about. But I'm happy you guys are hanging out with me. But the Stream Deck is cool, and I'll actually show you guys something. So Neil does bring up the Elgato Stream Deck. I'll show you something cool that I found out as well. So an old iPhone from back in the day, it normally just sits in a drawer, or in case the new one breaks and whatnot. So there's an app, the Elgato Stream Deck. Let me share my screen. If you guys are looking to get into streaming, I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I know a couple things. So Elgato Stream Deck. There's this really awesome tool. It looks like this. And that's like a mini one where you can get buttons. It looks kind of like the switcher. It looks kind of like this, but it's just buttons that talk to your computer, and it can launch different functions. It's basically like a hotkey hub, and you can use it with software like OBS, which is what most people use to stream with. I'm currently streaming with Ecamm Live, and it works with that as well. So it's super cool. But if you have an old iPhone, which I'm going to unlock now. And of course, I just updated my network, so it's not going to be on the network yet. Yeah, the app. Yes, I'm going there. I'm getting right there with you. So there's an app here. I'm not going to log into my internet and all this. I'll do it here. Let me stop sharing screen. See, there's too many buttons to push. Too many buttons. So there's an app called Stream. A Stream Deck app. You might be able to see that. Oh, no, that's my daughter playing an iPad game. Anyways. And it allows you to turn an old iPhone, an old iPad into a switcher that can be used with software applications. So you push a button and it can change scenes. You push a button and it can like show an overlay, like a subscribe or like overlay, something like that. Super duper cool. The Shoot app. I'll need to check that out. The Shoot app is good for an extra camera. Although I think I've got all 4 of my switches spoken for at this point, because I want to be able to have the iPad and a monitor hardwired in for easier switching, because it can be an annoying delay and kind of a pressing the wrong button fear if I try to have it all hooked up through software. Healthy Inspiration asks, hey, how's it going? What camera, lens, and microphone am I using? Oh, great questions. So the camera, this was on a Black Friday Cyber Monday deal. It's the Sony ZV-1. So this was kind of one of the best cameras released for this purpose specifically, for being able to plug in and being used as a high-powered webcam. What's cool about it is with several popular programs, you can plug it directly in with a USB straight into your computer, and it'll be recognized by some of these programs. So one of them is, if you have a Mac, and the name is blanking, Ecamm Live. That's what I'm using right now. I don't actually need this crazy device right here to be able to do what I'm doing with the ZV-1, which you can physically see right there. That will actually plug into USB and give out a clean feed like this. However, it's not there yet. Like the technology is not quite there. The resolution's kind of bad. The frame rate's not quite there. It's still better than a webcam, but it's not as good as what I'm doing here, which can actually get the full feed. So if I wanted to record in 4K, if I chose to do that, this would support all that, no problem, because this is using basically what a capture card is. It's taking the exact output, and it's not doing any processing on the computer side. It's just taking all the feed from the camera, which can do 4K, and it brings it in. It's also cool because it has really fast autofocus. So if you want to do product images, like it can well, I guess the screen's probably hard, but it's supposed to be very good at doing autofocus and do things like that for YouTubers. It doesn't have its own interchangeable lens, so I know a lot of the DSLR streamers, and I followed a few of them, and I was in the process of setting one up, but this was $700 all in, and I didn't really feel like I could utilize like a $1,200 camera plus another $500 lens. What was that? $700. That's a steal. That is a steal for this quality that's going to make you look like a goddess, which you are on our streams. Okay. See, I'm also earning husband points by working here in the same room with her. At least I think. And then as far as for the microphone, so I can show that on this view here, this thing is amazing. We have used really fancy, which are in the other cabinets, USB mics. This is actually just a regular old camera microphone. It's a shotgun mic made by Rode. Rode is one of the, to me, is one of those popular and best producers of microphones. It's called the Rode Videomicro. Let me pull it up on Amazon. Rode Videomicro. I bought this months ago when I was helping a church get up with live streaming, and it is quite nice. So it costs about, where are we at? This is ads. Where's Rode Video? Oops.
And I'm going live because I have some work to do.
Get out of there. Sorry. Rode. Rode Videomicro. I know it's here. Did they take it off the market? That's not a good sign. Well, let's just do a Google search. Here we go. B&H photo and video. What's nice about it is it doesn't require any of its own power sources. It plugs directly in to my A10 Mini. So you can kind of see here. You might be able to see here. I'm able to plug directly into, there's 2 microphone jacks. So if I wanted to do interviews or anything special, I've got 2 microphone jacks here, and I can control the levels directly here on my switcher. And then it just has like this white extension cable that runs all the way up to the microphone itself, and that's all the power that it requires. And it can pick up power, like right now it's just off frame. If I were to bring that down, it comes into the frame here. So it's close enough to me to have just as good of a quality as, you know, one of those really big fat microphones right there. It's not designed to be that high quality. It's meant to go on top of a camera and work, but it was a recommendation to me for, you know, budget YouTube videos. And while we could, you know, afford and go for all the crazy stuff, this is, to me, it's doing great. It's also good. My wife and I, we sit side by side for a lot of our videos, and this kind of can pick us both up nice and evenly, which has been a big plus. Just kind of pop it over here. Just kind of looking through here. Cool sound. Everybody's saying the sound is good. The app is awesome. Neil says, I'm on the production team at my church, so I get to play with a lot of these tools before investing in my own business tech stack. Yeah, when COVID just got started and all the churches got shut down and everything, one of my good priest friends, he just got transferred to a new church. He didn't really have any contacts. He wasn't, you know, he's a younger priest, but he just didn't know what to do. And so I would drive over there, and it was like a 35, 40-minute drive each way, each day, because, you know, the Catholic Church they do church every single day, daily mass, and I would help them get set up, and that's how I learned how to use Ecamm Live. That's how I learned different microphone sources. I didn't buy any fancier cameras. I should have back then, but I used what we had, which was an old Canon DSLR, which wasn't really good for the task. But that's how I learned the non, you know, screen sharing WordPress techie stuff, but the actual video stuff. So it's been super fun doing that, and now I can bring some of that joy back here and play around with stuff like this, which I think is super cool. Healthy Inspirations asks, is there a way to use a recent iPhone as a webcam? Plus, can you give an overview of why I use Ecamm Live? Sure, this is fun. I know you can. There are apps. So if you were to Google it, I've tried this. I decided not to go that way because for me, I didn't want. I think it's to be a little bit unreliable. There might be a little bit of lag if you try to use your iPhone. But I'll at least show you the ones I was looking into. Use iPhone as webcam. And it's probably my search history from that. And this is from 2020, so it should be relatively recent. There's a couple apps that allow you to do this. Epoch Cam. This is the one that I should share my screen. So Epoch Cam is one that I've heard of multiple times, and it would be the one that I would have tried if I followed through with it. But at the time, I was like, just plug the webcam in and be good to go. But if you've got some old iPhones, this would be worth looking into. And I don't know about that one. The other piece of advice that I would recommend you give a shot is GoPros. If you're like me, you might have somehow gotten into that thing many years ago. A lot of us have these things kind of sitting into an old corner somewhere in the house, and they make awesome webcams. You can put them up real close, and the quality is quite good. It's not going to be like this type of quality, but those can be a good option as well. The only thing you're going to need is a capture card. So HDMI capture card. You can get these for cheap, but the recommended one is this guy here. It's about $130. Camlink. What that allows you to do is take the feed from the GoPro and plug it into your computer and have it be recognized as a webcam. So those are some nice options. I actually bought this and tested it out, but I knew of the A10 Mini when I had made that purchase, and I decided that it just made more sense for me to go ahead and have the flexibility to handle my audio and my video from one device and be able to kind of manage a few other things. Like I will eventually be able to do, this is kind of trippy, once I get a few more pieces of equipment in, I'll be able to do something like this, where I can do picture-in-picture, and I can just push buttons to be able to control different camera angles very easily, even during a live stream, which is kind of nice. All right, I think that might be... Did anybody buy any fun software tools this Black Friday, Cyber Monday? I didn't get any software. I decided it was time to buckle down. One announcement I'd like to make, just so you guys are aware of it. If you're watching this channel, you've probably seen some of my like tech reviews and things like that. There's one thing that I have heard from the owners of a company. If you have been doing WordPress and you're trying to launch sales funnels and really grow a business online, WordPress is great. I love WordPress. I will still continue to use WordPress every single day, but I'm starting to like it less and less. It's starting to get more and more frustrating. I actually had a website get hacked not too long ago, and luckily it wasn't a commercial website. I wasn't really monetizing it, but it was annoying to say the least. So one tool that I've been using and I've been kind of talking about a little bit more recently is Influencersoft, and it is over here. So it's not meant to replace WordPress. It's simply meant to replace. Also, oh, cool. Thank you. Watching from Brisbane, Australia has been a great live. I appreciate that. So creating sales funnels is kind of what has allowed me to quit my job. Like, no, not over speaking in any way, shape, or form. Like being able to use data to buy traffic from Facebook and then sending them through this process that you've designed and developed and optimized to make more money than you spent to get them there can shortcut a lot of things like these YouTube videos. If you don't like to do them, I like to do them. But if you don't, you can do paid traffic and not have to do it every day. So there's a tool that helps you do that, and it's called Influencersoft. They are currently, if you go to their website, it's right now gone to $100 a month, $97 per month with a $14 trial. But if you don't like subscriptions, which I don't either, I still have access, and they're going to take it away from me pretty soon. So I'll do probably a better push on this. This is just me hanging out with you guys, where you can get lifetime access to it still. It's not advantageous for me to tell you this as an affiliate. I am an affiliate, and if you purchase, it would help me out a little bit. But I would make more money if I promoted the public deal, the $100 per month, because I would get commissions every month. But this is honestly just the best deal for this type of software that I know of right now. And Misty says that you bought from my link today. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. It helps me buy toys like these, which is fantastic for me. But it's a cool software. If you have any questions about it, and Misty, if you're just getting started, I know there's a lot to the startup process. Let me know if you're struggling with anything. I will say, for all of those who are considering making a purchase, or if they're on the fence and whatnot, the support team and the help docs and the tutorials just aren't there yet. And I want to be that guy to make those tutorials and make it easier, because it can be a little bit tricky when you're first getting started with it. But if you have any questions with it, if you want to let me know. Oh, fantastic. If you want to let me know what you're struggling with, if you're getting started with Influencersoft or any tool like that, I'm happy. I do want to get back into creating content. I like it. It's fun for me. I've got the time now, but our other business is picking up, and I'm running way more ads right now, and it takes up a fair amount of my time. And Blue Brain says he absolutely agrees with me, and that WordPress is getting more and more frustrating. Dude, seriously. I was the guy a couple years ago that I wanted my checkout solution on WordPress. I wanted my blog on WordPress, which I still think your blog should be on WordPress. I wanted my membership site on WordPress. I wanted all this because, in my mind, what better way to build your business than to have it all in one place that you control and you manage, you own the data. That song, the siren song that WordPress purists speak of, that was me for a long time. And then I would lose months of time trying to get certain things working just right, integrating, doing this, that, and the other, or a plugin would update and break something else. Tired of it, dude. Tired of it. It's still a great tool. I still recommend it for if you're getting going, you have your blog and all this. But if your goal is not just to write for a hobby, if your goal is to build a business and sustainability and get client flow and all this, I'm currently sipping the Kool-Aid of software as a service platforms, even though nothing is perfect. You have to choose. You pick your poison. I would rather pick something that is stable, that is managed, and it gives me enough flexibility to do what I need to do. And then if I want to kind of go nuts, I've got WordPress to go and and kill some brain cells while trying to figure something out. So I'm with you on that. For all of you who are like, oh, I follow you from my Thrive themes or any of the other content that I do, like I still use all these tools. I do still have clients that I have to stay up to speed on all this. I do want to maintain my reviews and everything and be unbiased with that. But when it comes to just getting stuff done, dude, it's not worth it anymore. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm gonna goof around for a second. Ooh, let me think about that question. GrooveFunnels versus Influencersoft. I'm gonna change this light and just see how this does. See how that works. So much fun playing around with toys. I think that lighting is better. Okay, so GrooveFunnels versus Influencersoft. I did a video a while back on GrooveFunnels, and I did not like it. I would be okay if I felt like they were marketing honestly, but I feel that I think GrooveFunnels is a beta, and they're selling their product as if it's like a top of the line product, and they're marketing it like it's top of the line, and I did not see it. And I had a conversation with the founder, and I didn't come out of that conversation feeling good. So I do not recommend GrooveFunnels. I know right now affiliates are going nuts talking about GrooveFunnels, and I think you can see my demeanor. I don't go nuts over any one tool. Like, I'll tell you if I'm sipping the Kool-Aid, but I'm also like reasonable and realistic. So Influencersoft, while not perfect, it is functional. We've made, good money. We've run real traffic, real paid traffic. I'll show you something here. Let's log in. Where did my comments go? There they are. Yeah, the visual builder in Influencersoft is out of this world. I think its goal is to be out of this world. I think it's still getting there. Okay, you can see it a little bit. Let me make my face smaller. Can I do that? Look at that. Look how cool this is. I'm loving this. Okay. So what I love about this is this, which account am I in? I've got a few different accounts. Okay, this is one. Right now, if you get in with a lifetime deal, like, you can make as many funnels as you want. And these aren't just pages. Like, I'm tired of ClickFunnels a little bit. Like, for the price that this is, you can do everything you can do in ClickFunnels. Obviously, ClickFunnels is a bit more refined, but the funnel, like the pages themselves, is just one piece of the pie. But one of the things I am super stoked about with this software is this feature, or some of the features I have on this page here. So I can track, which I probably there's no data going through this, but I could track how much my volume is coming from traffic, or from Facebook, from YouTube. I can design the pages directly here and have them be functional, and they actually score better on page speed scores than the similar pages designed in Thrive Architect, which I was surprised with. So you can do your design you need. You can also set up things like Deadline Funnel, which is about $100 per month, depending on how many funnels you need and all this. But Deadline Funnel allows you to create scarcity on an evergreen basis. Basically, whenever somebody opts in, they have their own 5-day timer, their own 7-day timer to get a special deal. This is hugely valuable functionality, but oh man, Deadline Funnel, when you're integrating that with your pages into your payment processor, into your email marketing platform, and making sure it all works, it's one of those where, like, you set it, you make sure it works, and you never touch it again, which is like anti my mindset. I want to be able to test things out over time. So here you can visually see when they opt in, I want to start a timer. That timer is for, that's a fixed date and time, but I could say for 5 days. Okay, so just like that, whenever they opt in, I can see they're going to get on a 5-day timer, and then I can link up that timer onto the pages. And I can link that with the email. So when they click this email, they go to this page. This page has a timer on it, and that timer stays in sync. Like, it's nothing's perfect yet, right? Like, they're still working through some things, but the potential here, to me, is far beyond the tools that are out there right now in terms of potential. But they also have a hard road ahead and a lot of things to do. But yeah, that's my thoughts on GrooveFunnels over Influencersoft. Yeah, Healthy Inspiration asks, can I post the link to the lifetime deal? Yeah, if you go to, let me see if it's on my blog. I don't know how to, I feel like I should be able to post on here, but if you go to my blog and go to resources, and let's do, oh man, I really should make this better. Under sales funnel softwares, I've got to do some updates on my own website, don't I? Golly. See? WordPress. I don't even work in it as much as I should because I sometimes don't like working in it. But if you go to incomemesh.com/influencersoft, can I zoom in on that? I don't think I can zoom in on that, but incomemesh.com/influencersoft, and you check that out. It'll take you over to the deal here. And I really should spend some time on my own website and make things more clear and easier to navigate. But right now you get in for $1 to test it out. And then if you see potential in it, which again, you have to kind of understand that it's going to take a little bit of time before it's fully baked. But one of the things, but then it's $500 for life, or you can do a 3-pay of $227. So a couple different options there. Another cool thing that one of the reasons why I like this is within the processes, here's a little Easter egg. They probably don't want me to tell you, but I'll do it anyways. I'm going to create an automation. This is kind of like when you want to get high tech, like the automations inside of ActiveCampaign. You come in here, and so once they add into this process, you can send some emails, the kind of normal stuff, set up your delays, design your email. You can do a visual builder for your email, all this cool stuff, right? Okay, so you can send an email, but then check this out. We are also soon to have the ability to, still not live yet, but they are teasing on the front end Facebook message and Facebook opt-in. So what that means, and like you have to kind of think a little bit heady on this one here, but imagine being able to integrate and synchronize your email sequences with your Facebook Messenger marketing posts, right? So if you run an ad to a Messenger bot, and that Messenger bot could be built inside of Influencersoft, and then that bot can then, golly, I'm just trying to even think how this would work. As soon as somebody replies a certain message, or they say yes, and they give their email address into the Facebook Messenger, then an email can go out all in Influencersoft, and then you can manage the conversation between the omni channels, these two different channels, at the same time from the same software for life, with a lifetime deal. That I know that Facebook Messenger has kind of gone through a bit of a downgrade, or it's not as sexy as it once was due to changes that Facebook made, but it's still a fantastic marketing avenue, and this has made it really, really cool. Blue Brain, I think I called you Blue Brian, I'm sorry, Blue Brain. You ask, can you integrate Influencersoft with WordPress? Our main site is built on WordPress, so we're looking for a replacement for cart flows, which isn't working now. Sorry to hear that. I like cart flows. I want to like it. I was actually planning on using it for a future brand, but then I just decided whenever I have the option of complexity or simplicity, I'm gonna choose simplicity, except for all this. don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I like my tech. So can it integrate with WordPress? I actually, check this out. I made a video just for you, my friend. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you just search for Income Mesh, one of my most recent videos, oh cool, I'm live now, is latest. Okay, so it's under my latest ones. I did it recently. So does Influencersoft work with WordPress? 3 different ways to integrate them. So you check that out. That video is pretty useful. But in short, yes, it can integrate. You just have to massage your definition of integration. So if your WordPress website has users signing up and to become an active user on your website, you would need to have some sort of third party in place that would pass that data over to integrate into Influencersoft. But in most cases, you're just going to be embedding a form, and I show you how to do that in that video, or you're going to be having a pop-up and the button's going to go over to a landing page built in Influencersoft, which I show you how to do, and all those cool things. The one big struggle with Influencersoft has been that it doesn't have that many integrations with other tools. So I'll also show you a little workaround. If you don't like Zapier's pricing, think about that Penguins movie. I don't like your attitude, vending machine, or your prices. Integrately is coming out as a competitor for Zapier, and they also integrate with Influencersoft. So you can, so if like your big fear is like, I need to use WordPress because I know it works with everything else in the world, that's becoming less and less true because tools like Zapier or Integrately can work really well, where essentially you can create applications. Let me log in, show you like an example of one that I have running right now. So one thing that's pretty cool is you can do things like when you add people to a Google spreadsheet, it can automatically subscribe them to a list inside of Influencersoft and then kick off an automation. Or as soon as somebody buys something in Influencersoft, you can add them as a user in your WordPress website. Or you get the idea, right? Like it's kind of this two-way communication. One application I actually had was I wanted to run a funnel all in Influencersoft because I like the data, I like being able to see it all and optimize it. But our real business runs on ConvertKit. So I was able to say when somebody gets added to a specific list, like a customer list or a lead list in Influencersoft, push them over to ConvertKit as well, and then I could delete them off of Influencersoft if I wanted to. So these types of tools, they're not the easy, like this one's really easy, but they're in general, it's one more step. You're gluing stuff together, but I've had pretty good luck with it so far. I'm just curious. Hey, what's not working with CartFlows right now? Are you having that spinning wheel of death, that thing that happens quite a lot, or I'm curious what's going on there for you. And then I probably should go and work on something right now, but I'm having fun right now. Tech question: can you give me a big picture clarity of the functions? Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You brought up Ecamm and I didn't answer. So what is Ecamm Live? So Ecamm Live and StreamYard are very similar. They allow you to stream to social media platforms using your computer. So the power of a TV broadcaster like what I have here, I could probably do a better job with everything that's going on here, but I have everything I need to do live broadcasting. The functions, first thing, I think StreamYard and Ecamm are both Mac only. I could be wrong on that. I know Ecamm Live is Mac only. So if you're using Windows, you're not going to be happy with that. There's a free option, which is very popular. I used it for many years. I might not continue with Ecamm Live. We'll figure it out. But there's a free option called OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. And that one is super powerful, but it's super techy. Like you have to really be patient and learn it. And Ecamm Live takes a lot of that away from you. But the functions are you can record your videos. You can record YouTube videos on Ecamm Live if you'd like and do your screen sharing. What's kind of cool with Ecamm is it has a functionality where I can share my iPad screen too. So when my iPad is plugged into Ethernet, and this is a stopgap because I'll be fixing it later on through hardware. StreamYard is browser-based. Okay, thanks, Andrew. I didn't know that. So what's cool about Ecamm is I was actually recording a course video before coming live here. So I've got this on my screen. But I can do stuff like this with Ecamm Live where like this comment is actually pulled in from YouTube. I can see it in a stream here, and I can click a button, and I can push that up onto the screen. So that's super, super cool. And then I can change my view here, which again, this is hardware. This has nothing to do with Ecamm Live, but the big picture here is I can do the split screen. Like you can see that right there. That screen is actually my iPad screen, and it's real time. So hello. You can, to me, this is way more dynamic content. I can because nobody likes looking at this. I am face down. Terrible. But if I were to do something like this, you can at least see what's happening when I'm working on a different screen or I'm doing different things. So it gives a lot of that functionality. And if you want to get into live streaming, you can start with OBS. It's free, and if you find out that, hey, I want more, or I want it to be easier, or I want more functionality, you can upgrade. The plan I'm on right now with Ecamm Live, I think, is like $15 per month. So I get value from it. It's nice for me and my wife to be able to do a live show like this. But I'm not sure if I'll keep it, because this little, this device here is going to do a lot of the functionality that I currently need Ecamm Live for. So that's kind of a high-level overview. The other piece of value you might need is, let me show my screen. This one here, so the screen, this little monitor that I'm looking at here, is actually Restream, Restream.io. So you can see Restream.io. What this allows you to do is, by default, platforms like Ecamm Live or OBS, they only allow you to stream to one place at a time. It's just too much stuff to do to be able to stream everywhere. That's where Restream comes in. So if you wanted to, let's say I want to add a channel. I don't think I can do this while I'm live, but so if you were a gamer, for example, which I am not, but if you were, you can stream to Facebook and to Twitch and to YouTube and to Periscope and to LinkedIn almost all at the same time and have the stream go live. And what's even cooler is with Ecamm Live, because it works directly in it, I can actually get the comments from any platform, and you can see here when I put your platform up, or your comment up, I can see that it came from YouTube. And because I didn't promote this, and my Facebook page is not something I really spend that much time on, I don't really have anybody watching right now on Facebook, but that's okay. Life is good. Oh, I've got one person. Yeah, whoever's there from Facebook, leave a comment so I can show how that works. And then I think this is new, but I can actually click here and it'll show that platform streaming at the same time. So a lot of kind of crazy matrixy stuff that we can do here. Does that answer your question? And but healthy inspirations. You can also go live from YouTube directly. You can go live from Facebook directly. So these tools just give you a bit more production control. Like I can put on graphic overlays. I can do things like, where's my control panel? I don't even remember. What's this guy? I can do something like this. Oh. Real time, change things around. Kind of nice. Not necessary. All right. I probably need to go and help my... Awesome. Right there. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys had a fantastic Black Friday sale. We had... I think it was our record Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. It's over now. It's Tuesday. And as far as ads, we did over, I think it was 12 times return on ad spend. So $1 in, $1 into ads, $12 out. So it's been a really fun week. Hope you guys had similar success. And if you have any questions, let me know. You can feel free to email me or go to incomemesh.com and leave me a little message. Would love to get back into creating content. That's kind of what I'm doing this little live stream for, just to kind of make sure I've got everything working before I really dive in. And there's some serious lens flare coming from that camera. So I'll need to play with that later on. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much and have a fantastic December. Take a break from work, spend time with your family, be well, and let's hit the new year super hard in January. See ya.